Good morning. Hey, welcome to Sunrise Devotions. We are here at Carolina Beach this morning with a beautiful sunrise right behind us here. And hopefully you can hear the beautiful waves just coming in on that shore. All right, so today we are going to be in 1 Samuel chapter 24, and I'll give you a little bit of a background. Currently, David is on the run from Saul. King Saul is very jealous of David and his 10,000s of men that he's been able to slay compared to Saul's thousands. So Saul has just got this vendetta out for David, and so David has been fleeing from him. And David has a unique opportunity to be able to kill Saul. He has him. He's indisposed, and David has the chance to take him out and just be done with the fleeing from him for once and for all. And so David's men say, I'm going to read from chapter 24 to, verse 3, down over to verse 5, okay? So this says, he came to the sheep pen along the way. A cave was there, and Saul went in to relieve himself. David and his men were far back in the cave, and the men said, "This is the day the Lord spoke of when he said to you, I will give your enemy into your hands for you to deal with as you wish." Then David crept up unnoticed and cut off a corner of Saul's robe. Afterward, David was conscience-stricken for having cut off the corner of his robe. He said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do such a thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, or lift my hand against him, for he is anointed of the Lord." And so with these words, David rebuked his men and did not allow them to attack Saul. And Saul left the cave and went his way. So that was actually verses 3 through 7. And something that just is so important to know from this opportunity that David had is that he knew that he was promised by God. He was also anointed by God to be the next king. Samuel had already anointed him. And so David knew what his fate was, and he knew that he had a promise from God. And so many of us, we have a promise, and we have also a choice, just like David did. Do we act upon the promise and help God figure it out and do the deed? Or do we rest in his promise, right? David had the option whether he wanted to be anxious in that promise and be like, oh my gosh, yes, I see him, I got to kill him, I got to take him out, this is my chance. Or did he rest in the promise and say, you know what, this is in God's hands. He's already promised me the kingdom, and I would just sit in his promise and rest in that. And that is something that is so beautiful for us to understand, because there are like 8,000 or something crazy promises in the Bible that God has promised us, and we think that we can just do stuff in our own strength, or that we should be helping God out in this promise keeping. He's the promise keeper, y'all. He is not going to let us down. And so it may not be just how we want it to be. It may not be in the timing that we want it, because Lord knows we are impatient people. But God's timing is the perfect timing. His plan is the perfect plan. His way is the perfect way. And he's got a lot of promises for us. And so it is just so important for us to make that choice and make that daily decision. Do I want to rest in his promise and be assured and have that peace and that guarantee that he's going to make it in his time, and he's going to do things for my good? Or do I want to try to do it in my own way and maybe just like make a mess of it? And I would say try to choose resting in his promise. So think about whether you're resting in his promise or if you are restless in his promise, because he's got some good ones for us, and trusting him and putting all of your doubts and your cares into his hands is the best thing to do. So All right. Well, bye, guys. Oh, and okay. So resting in his promise is just really just the best thing to do. And so, as we are resting in his promise, we are also thanking him for his promises that he's already kept and that we've seen in our lives or that we know that are coming. So, I will give you your time for your TODA. Remember, it's today's thanks, it is observing the outstanding, demonstrating due thanks, and appreciating it all. So, I wish you all the best day.